Turning to our weather now, we're going to get a check of our weather with meteorologist Tony Chiavaroli. And Tony, it is typical summer weather out there.
Yeah, it's just going to be what, of course, everyone could expect. Going to July, we see highs in the 90s, some heat index values making that triple-digit jump. Maybe not everyone agrees with it, but you can't escape it. So we deal with it. Let's see how this is all progressing as we get through the morning hours. The mugginess is back. You're feeling it out there. Some of these mornings over the next few will be feeling a little more sauna-like. We're still not quite there yet, but the changes are coming. We're just continuing to see everything rolling on forward, more in the way of higher dew points, a lot of temperatures in the mid and low 70s. We see Columbia 75, Lexington 76. Our friends over towards Batesburg, Leesville, similar, around 75. Slightly cooler, Newberry, Saluda, both around 73. How about Camden, Winsboro? I will say you're around 70, but over to Camden 75, down towards Orangeburg, Manning, plenty of spots nestled in. Got north, we could say St. Matthews, plenty of areas near 75. As we make that jump, we're going to see the humidity, yes, rise up. Storm chances eventually rise up a little bit more into this week. Still very much in the low end of the spectrum for today, but we'll continue to see more moisture available as these heat index values continue to get a bit more impressive. So here we go. You'll see some of these numbers jump today closer to 100 because we don't see the highest amount of humidity yet. That will actually start to filter in, not even for this weekend, but some points into next week, at least with current projections. But still, obviously, when we make that bump into the triple digits, especially closer to 105, you need to be a bit more mindful, especially with the potential for heat exhaustion to be better. So as we see these numbers rise, and oh yes, they will by the time we get to Friday and Saturday, please be a bit more careful with any excessive or just even any outdoor activity in general. We keep on. We go into this afternoon where we just see this. The limited spotty and storm activity that probably won't even pan out for most of you. It's going to be another one of these days where it's still tougher to have a lot of this hold together. There's just not going to be enough of really a catalyst out there. Something to, of course, trigger these storms to form other than the general heat and instability. And as we've talked about this so much over the past few weeks, that doesn't really pan out to storms too often. Yes, you could see a couple little higher cloud tops, a couple strong storms bubble up, but most of you out there will just stay with hazy sunshine. Now, for Friday, we see a bit more moisture available, more instability, some of those severe weather ingredients in play. So as we start to get a little bit closer, we see more of those heat index values rise. It's just going to be a better indicator of, okay, into this afternoon, I could see a better chance of some storms trying to flare up. I could really feel it out there in the atmosphere as, again, just even walking around. So we go on with that. Still need to be mindful of the heat, but watch out for a bit of those storms trying to bubble up later into your Friday as we start to get, of course, everything to be coming at us even into the evening hours there, and then we'll do it again on Saturday. Still, more of those temperatures rise, better chance at least to see a few isolated storms form, and we just keep on with this in such a repetitious sentiment going into next week. We're not going to be getting away from more of these chances. So you got to, of course, do what you need to do to keep yourselves cool and comfy outside or inside. The pool cast, obviously going to be a consistent one this week. If you can find one or you just have, of course, some source of water to keep yourselves cool, it is going to be a good necessity for this portion of the week. Overnight, we see more of clearing skies. We get the mid-70s. We get into that first alert 10-day forecast where we get all these lower and mid-90s to continue into your weekend plans. But yes, need to watch out for that storm potential as it comes back. The heat index values in the triple digits, and they are not going anywhere. July has truly arrived as we keep on forward with this weather situation.